Welcome back to Asinine Radio, a weekly podcast where we talk about music, and, well, that's pretty much it. So, let's go! Hey.
This is Asinine Radio. This is the weekly music podcast where every week
Here we go. Pod talk.
Every week
it's hard.
we rank. Dude, pod talking is one of the hardest things in the world.
Yeah.
So every week, this is the episode where every week we rank all of the albums from whatever artist we're doing for this week. And this week we are doing. I'm saying this week a lot. Fucking shit. We are doing Guns N' Roses. So we're going to be ranking, what is that, 6 of their records? All 6 of their records from worst to best. And we're also going to list our biggest banger from each of them. If we even have bangers, we might have some stinkers. I don't know. But before we do that, we're going to get into our 6 Degrees with Tom DeLonge. And while you're listening, go to Apple Podcasts, go to Spotify, give us 5 stars. All the social media is at Asinine Radio. We have a Discord server. If you want to join that, hit us up. We will send you the link. And we have a phone number you can call, leave us a voicemail, shoot us a text. The phone number is 503-893-5307. And if you didn't already know, my name is Tyler. And way out there, hundreds of miles away, is Jeff. So let's jump right into our 6 Degrees of Tom DeLonge. What do you got, Jeff? Go.
Oh, God.
Got nothing.
I
Right?
dropped the beer. Did you hear me drop the beer can right now?
No, I did not.
I just knocked it over. It was empty, though. So that's good. I don't have one. I don't have one.
Fucking negligent. So I got 2.
Do you?
I got 2. Yeah, I do. So
Okay.
if you don't know what this little short segment is, this is where we connect the artist of the week or band of the week to Tom DeLonge in 6 degrees or less. So the first thing I have here is super easy peasy, and it's Slash, the guitar player for Guns N' Roses, was on Travis Barker's solo record, as well as a Transplant song. Travis Barker to Tom DeLonge. There you go, easy peasy. And this next one I have is we start with Steven Adler, the not OG drummer, the classic drummer for Guns N' Roses. Steven Adler was in the movie The Decline of Western Civilization. Also in that movie, or at least the second movie, the Germs were featured in that. Pat Smear, who was in the Germs, is also in Foo Fighters. We go from Foo Fighters to Chris Shiflett, then Chris Shiflett to Me First and the Gimme Gimmes. Then you go from
there you go.
Fat Mike, who was also in Me First and the Gimme Gimmes, to Travis Barker, who played drums on Fat Mike's solo record, Cokie the Clown. And then Travis was in Boxcar Racer with Tom DeLonge. So there you go.
Did you
That's my
purposely
6 degrees of Tom DeLonge.
choose Adler because it would have been like a little bit more difficult one?
I did, yeah. I did.
Nice. That was a good one. That was a good one. There were some
enjoyed
good
that
ones
one.
there. It flowed nicely though. It wasn't like crazy.
Did it?
Yeah, it flowed nicely. That was a good one. You did a good job.
I appreciate it. So let's move on to the main part, the meat and potatoes of this episode. So like I said, we're going to rank all... Do I keep doing that? Fucking shit. This is the worst podcast in the world. Oh, there we go again. I did it again. So we are going to rank all 6 of the Guns N' Roses records from worst to best. And like I said, we're going to name our bangers if we have them, or some of our stinkers. So let's start with number 6, Jeff. What do you got? Go.
There's no way this is not also your number 6. It has to be. But that's their second album, Guns N' Roses Lies, 1988. Okay. Man, this is so dumb. The live stuff is dumb because the songs are weak and the presentation is just even weaker. The acoustic stuff is beyond bad. The band is playing acoustic songs, then Slash throws down these acoustic solos. It's a fucking mess. It is a mess. It is a disaster. It just sounds like shit. Not to mention that Axl's throwing down some words that have not aged very well. Ninja. He's calling people fags. It's not very, did not age very well.
Yeah, you just dropped the word too. Damn.
This is bad. I feel like the word category of harshness. That's not quite up there with like Ninja. So
No, it's not.
I feel
no.
a little bit more comfortable, I guess, throwing it out in an educational standpoint, I guess.
Yeah, I get it.
But damn, this album is bad, dude. This album is fucking so bad. It's a joke. It's not even supposed to be. It's not even an album because half of these songs were from an EP before their debut. So this is thrown together bullshit. This was impressive. I was impressed by how bad this was. This was awful. I for sure don't have any banger on this, not even close. But I have a lot of stinkers. I mean, not like the song "Nice Boys."
Mm-hmm.
Like, not only is that just a dumb, bland, boring song, but the lyrics, "Nice boys don't play rock and roll," that just
that's some
really,
Rolling Stones kind of shit, though.
That really made me mad. No, Rolling Stones were never that lame. Never.
Oh, they 100% were that lame.
Maybe in the 80s. This
oh,
is
in the 60s. Oh, in the 60s, for sure.
You better bite your tongue.
They were that
You better
stupid.
bite your tongue.
You know they were. Get the fuck out of here.
No, not. This is stupid. Nice boys don't play rock and roll. Nice boys don't play rock and roll.
That is very Rolling Stones.
Man, dude, this one was hard. It was only like 29 minutes, I think, 28 minutes. Fuck, dude,
Which
it was
is
hard
still
to get
long,
through.
but not compared to the other albums.
I've had this on the vinyls too, and I sold it on eBay for way more money than anybody should ever buy this album for, to be honest. God. Yeah, that's number 6, like by far. Not even fucking close.
All right. So my number 6 is Use Your Illusion 2, Part 2.
What?
I thought this album was absolute fucking trash. I hated this. I could barely get through this fucking record. There were so many moments where I thought I can't do this. I can't finish it. This is so bad. This is like ballad after ballad after ballad. I mean, it's fucking long. It's like over an hour long.
Use Your Illusion 2.
Yeah, the second one. Yes.
You're sure you're not confusing it with 1?
No, I'm 100% number 2. Yeah. This shit is terrible. The one with Knocking on Heaven's Door.
Okay.
That's Use Your Illusion 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking awful. I fucking hate this thing. It was so fucking bad. It lacks so much enthusiasm. There's no aggressiveness, there's no edge to it, and the songs are just so fucking long. I mean, Knocking on Heaven's Door is an absolute fucking stinker. I hate that song. I mean, yeah, we have good memories with that song, but it's still a fucking shit song. I fucking hate this album. It's almost like a Beyond stinker. It's so bad. I hate it. I really don't like this album.
I'm at a loss for words.
Yeah, it's trash. It's like all shit ballads, and they are not good at ballads at all. Fuck, I hate this album. I would never listen to this album again.
Wow, okay.
I know I'm passionate about it, but I mean that's what we do on this pod. We're passionate people.
I'm not mad that you hate this. I'm more mad that you like their second more than this one.
We'll see.
I swear to fucking God, I'm done. I am done. If Lies is not the next thing out of your mouth in your rankings, if it's not Lies, I'm done. I'm not going to do it.
All right, so what do you got for number 5?
Use Your Illusion 1. What you were saying is Use Your Illusion 1.
No, it's not.
I don't remember fucking much from this album. It's long, repetitive, boring. I didn't even want to fucking... I didn't even really care for like November Rain either. I just don't care. That song is not as good as I remember it being. There were some pretty terrible songs on the album. Like Dust and Bones. Oh my God. Atrocious. But like overall, I couldn't remember anything from this album. All the songs blended together into just one long, annoying song. And Axl's voice on this is just... This may be like his worst vocal performance out of any one of his albums, is Use Your Illusion 1. This is so bad. And like, how the fuck are you going to put Use Your Illusion 1 over Use Your Illusion 2 when their cover of Live and Let Die is, I mean, to say it's a joke is like an understatement. It's one of the worst covers that have ever been done. Like it's a contender for like top 5 worst cover songs of all time. It's
pretty bad. Pretty bad.
I can't even think of the harshest word I could say to like define that song because I think it would be even worse. It's God, it's so bad. And like this album gets like really great reviews, like great to perfect reviews, and it pisses me off because it's fucking trash. It is. This is the ballad one. This is the slow one.
I don't know. I don't agree with you on that.
I'll get to the Use Your Illusion 2 because obviously it's above Use Your Illusion 1 for me. But yeah, man, this one, Use Your Illusion 1 was bad. And I remember my mom had both of these on CD, 1 and 2, and so I listened to them a lot. And that's, like a lot. Like I've heard these albums on many, many road trips, on many Saturday afternoon cleaning sessions. So I've heard these like quite often, quite a bit, not often. Yeah, quite often when I was a kid.
Same thing. Yeah.
But man, dude, Use Your Illusion is bad. Bad.
I mean, I don't disagree with you. I don't. So you have no banger on this one?
No, not even close.
All right. So my number 5 is GNR Lies. Their second record.
Fucking better be.
The one that should, like you said, it should not be a record. It makes no sense as to why they released it as a record. Well, I guess it kind of does because they needed something to put out there after Appetite blew up, and they were too lazy to record music. But yeah, GNR Lies. This is stupid. Like you said, it's the first half is that first EP, which is pretty cool. It has some elements of Appetite on it, few covers, and it's just fine. It's fine.
Ugh,
the acoustic
I don't
stuff.
like that you say that it's fine.
It's fine. I will never listen to it again. And I will agree with you. The acoustic stuff is terrible. It's just fucking terrible. I don't know why people honestly don't know why people like Guns N' Roses this much. Because yeah, it doesn't make sense to me. It really doesn't. I mean, considering how much shit that they have put out, like fucking garbage music they put out, why people love them so much, I will never understand. I won't.
I agree.
They put out so much fucking shit. It makes me it makes me so mad. That
Everything
they're so
but
highly
one
regarded.
thing they've put out is at best pretty good. At best.
GNR Lies is terrible, man. It's terrible. All right, so then what's your number 4?
Chinese Democracy, baby boy.
Okay, all right.
Dude, so many emotions with this one. On the one hand, like this was so much build up to something that was just a letdown completely. However, it's not a bad record. It's not as bad as I remember. It's not as bad as like initial reactions were. I remember listening to this album when it came out, and I fucking hated it. I hated it solely because Slash wasn't there. And, like, we're just out of high school here. I'm early 20s, and I'm like, fucking no Slash, it ain't Guns N' Roses, because I'm a cool kid. And I thought it was just dumb. They put out another release, and it just got, like, other musicians to play on the album. But then they mimicked Slash's style. Like, that's what's so fucking mind-boggling. Which is, like, why, oh my God, like, just bring Slash back. If you don't want Slash on there, that's fine. Then do something different, I guess. But don't, like, make Buckethead play like Slash and make him try and sound like Slash. Like, what are you fucking doing? That's stupid. This is essentially a Guns N' Roses cover band. But that's just how, like, it just so happened to have, like, Axl singing. Like, all the guitars in this album sound like Slash. And that bothers me. That, like, bothered me more than anything else. But think the length, too, right? Like, at 40 minutes, I think this could have been a solid output. Almost like even, like, in the vinyl tier if I saw it for real cheap. But because of its length, there's no way in hell I'd ever get this. But the other problem I have are these weird fucking songs. Like Sorry, which reminded me of just some really amateur and bad attempt at lazily doing an R&B type ballad song. It was just, man, the song, oh my God. And then the song Better. The song Better had some really stupid high vocals by Axl that I swore were from like a woman or someone with really high pitched. And I'm looking it up and everything that I said or everything I saw said that those vocals were Axl Rose. Like, dude, this sounds like shit, man. This is not good. I don't know why you think this sounds good because it's not. This is bad. And there's also a couple songs in here that have some like hip hop elements to it. One song in like in the Axl's vocal presentation, or Madagascar. That was what it was. Madagascar was a song that had like a hip hop kind of beat in the background. But then there's like another song where like Axl was like singing in a way that was very like hip hop influenced. And I don't know. I thought this was just bad all around. I would think it was just bad, but there were some really fucking good songs here. There were a couple really, really cool fucking rock and roll songs. And I think
like
Chinese
what?
Democracy. Chinese Democracy is a cool fucking song.
It is a cool song, yeah.
If you think of this album just being like good rock and roll, Bullets and Octane is just rock and roll. Chinese Democracy is just a good rock and roll song. Not much to it. Very vanilla, very Foo Fighters, but it's still solid. And I like that song actually kind of a lot.
It's a solid song. It really
But
is.
overall, man, this album was dumb. Dumb.
Oh boy. Okay, all right.
Probably your second fucking favorite because you're a cuck and you like all these shit music and ugh.
We'll see. All right, so my number 4 is Use Your Illusion 1. I don't think this album is particularly good. It's very hit or miss. There are a good amount of ballad songs, which, like I said, I think they are terrible at. Especially Axl, he tries way too hard, and it's very obnoxious. The heavier, kind of faster songs, they really lack the intensity that Appetite had, but they're decent, they're fine, they're okay. I don't know, man. It lacks so much groove on top of it. I mean, Steven Adler, I never really understood how important he was to the band until this week, because I mean, the drumming from Appetite to this is night and day. Not to say Matt Sorum is a bad drummer, because he's not at all, but damn, dude, Steven Adler had such a groove and such a swing to his playing, and it's a bummer. It's a bummer, man. But yeah, this album kind of sucks. It really does. I got no banger on this one. I mean, obviously Slash is still there, like doing his thing. You know, the soloing, his really awesome guitar leads. Like he's a amazing guitar player, but the songs themselves just fucking blow. And a lot of it, honestly, a lot of it is due to Axl and his shitty vocals, because yeah, they fucking suck on this album. This album's not good. It's terrible. I hate this album too. Not as much as the second, not as much as the Lose Your Illusion 2, but damn, this is not a good record.
Okay.
I really went into this listen through like not expecting anything, and I was still let down, and that sucks. Like I really wanted to get into something, but yeah, man, this is lame. Fucking double album, and you bomb this hard. It sucks, but
dude, double album where each one is like over an hour.
Yeah, it's
like
stupid.
that. Fuck, that's a long album.
Yeah, of just trash.
Trash.
So, I mean, obviously the stinker on this one is November Rain. It's 8 fucking minutes long. I mean, that song has never been good.
I remember it being better. Like, I remember it being better.
No, dude. The solo is whatever, the guitar solo. But I think it was only kind of cool because of the music video. Because the music video was like, it was directed by some movie director. I don't remember even who did it, but it had like this huge budget, like a $2 million budget. It was so stupid. But I remember because like Slash was playing in front of that church in the middle of the desert, like that iconic kind of visual. Maybe that's why you thought it was cool. But
possibly.
Yeah, no, that song fucking blows.
Yeah, it sucks. So, it's not good at all.
No. All right, so then what's your number 3?
Use Your Illusion 2, man.
Okay, all right.
Use Your Illusion 2. This is their 4th album. Because it's so much better than Use Your Illusion 1. Because it's more sped up. The best songs on this one, actually, there are no songs on Use Your Illusion 1 that are faster than the fastest song on Use Your Illusion 2. All the great songs in this one are faster and more metal-like than Use Your Illusion 1. That's why I thought you were getting them mixed up, because Use Your Illusion 2 has a lot of really fast songs. Has a lot of fast songs that kind of like bleed into the category of being almost like metal sounding. And I mean, like think like Paradise City ending. Obviously not quite as exciting or great, but like that type of aggression, that type of just fun, that type of rock star thing. So I don't know. I did not like Use Your Illusion 2 for sure, and I'm in no position to ever buy this in any capacity or ever listen to it again.
Yeah.
I will say Shotgun Blues, fucking banger of a song. I thought that was super dope. And that's one of the ones I was talking about. That kind of like picks up, that rolls, and it's got some like heavy metal elements to it. But I don't hate Knocking on Heaven's Door like you do.
That
Because
song's bad, man.
it's fine. It's a ballad. You know it's cheesy. You know it's stupid. But I think just because our nostalgia is so high with it, I don't think I would ever turn it off because of Rudy. Because of the one concert we went to, and
Where we
when
saw Guns N' Roses.
we saw Guns N' Roses, and our friend of the pod, Rudy, was thinking he's going to sing along to Knocking on Heaven's Door, and he waited for his moment. You know, we're out in the lawn area, and there's 100,000 people there, not 100,000, but there's a lot of people there. And he belts out, knock, knock, knocking. But then he realized as soon as he's doing it that no one else is singing, and it was the wrong part.
It was the wrong part, and it was like a quiet part of the song. So everyone could hear him yell it. Like he was just yelling at the top of his lungs, and everybody was looking at him and laughing at him.
So
It
embarrassing.
was so funny. It was so embarrassing, but so funny.
And we all do it. Like we all think we know like a song. We sing a part, and we're like, oh, that's not the part that I thought was happening next. But not many of us do it in front of like 1,000 people.
That was like over 15 years ago. That was like 2006.
Oh, I would never
2007
forget it.
when
I
we
will
saw-
never
when we
forget
saw
that. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think that was
so
around
bad.
then, yeah. But I don't hate it. I think the solo, I think the solo's fine. I think Slash can write good ballad solos because he just writes like more melody. He just writes more tunes. And I think I'll talk about him a lot because far and away he's the best part of the band. But I don't hate that. I don't hate that song.
Okay.
I would never buy the single of it, like for sure. Even if I saw it for like $5, I would never buy the single for that.
I would buy it and then throw it away, so no one would ever listen to it again. That's terrible.
That would be funny. That'd be ballsy. I like that.
This album sucks. I'm glad you don't like it though. I'm glad you don't like this album
No.
because that would make me mad. And I'm
No, I
honestly
don't.
surprised one of these albums is as high as it is.
Appetite? I know.
You're an idiot.
Appetite for spaghetti. Spaghetti.
Get. God damn. So my number 3 is the spaghetti incident.
I cannot fucking believe. Are you serious? Chinese Democracy is your second fucking favorite?
I didn't say it was my second favorite.
Oh my god, dude. There's no way.
I did not say it was my second favorite. You stupid.
It
ass.
has to be. It fucking better be your second favorite.
But the spaghetti incident is their covers record. They did this when they were pretty much on the outs. They all hated each other. I mean, they really hated each other from the very beginning. But this is very kind of half-assed, and it's not a great cover record. I only have one banger on here because I like the original so much, and it's the Misfits song. It's Attitude. Otherwise, I feel like nobody really tries on this record. Like it doesn't have any sort of oomph to it. It's so phoned in, and it's so stupid to where Axl tries to sing like some of the actual singers, and it just sounds so silly. Like the UK sub song, he sings in an English accent and tries to sound like him. It's silly boy talk. It's silly boy talk. I would never go back to this record. Not even the Attitude cover. But like I said, the only reason why I picked that is because the original is so good. I do like the cover though. I like the cover of this record of just the spaghetti because it looks kind of gross. Actually, it looks
So
very
ugly.
gross.
Spaghetti up close
Yeah.
is ugly. It's just fucking
really is.
ugly.
But then it tastes so delicious. So
You need like to take a good picture of spaghetti, you need to get the bowl. Like you need to get the plate, you need to get the garnish, you need to get everything else because a close up picture of spaghetti is fucking disgusting.
it's gross. Yeah. And the balls to call this album the Spaghetti Incident.
Oh,
I think
dude.
that's so funny.
Oof.
I think that's so good. And then, like we said, the picture of spaghetti up close. It's disgusting, but I love it. But yeah, otherwise, this is a whatever covers album. I don't care too much for it. It like they even turn like some of these songs are more ballad like too. Like Axl could not get over the ballads. It's gross. It's bad.
Well, they got their taste of it in Appetite, and they're like, wow, we can kind of do this, even though that's like the only decent ballad we've ever done. But
Yeah,
that's
decent
wow.
at best. Decent at best.
I love to be a stinker, sweet child, I'm a stinker because
Not as bad as Hollaback Girl.
Verbatim. Oh God.
So yeah, my
everything
number
in
3,
your mouth
the
today.
spaghetti incident is 3. So what do you got for number 2?
Yeah, the spaghetti incident. That is, I think it's because I usually just copy and paste from Wikipedia, like the album title.
Yeah.
Is the album title itself in quotations?
Is it? I don't know.
I think it is
Let's look.
because I'm
Let's
looking
look.
at it right now. Because that would be right. That would be so fucking great.
Oops,
It
got
is.
spaghetti wrong.
The actual album title of the spaghetti
is, yeah.
incident is in
This- no-
quotations.
And it's with a question mark.
Oh my God, that is
The
so
spaghetti
awesome.
incident?
That's
Oh
so cool.
fuck, I didn't even notice the question mark. Oh, I love it even more now. I love it even more now.
That's
Wow.
awesome. This is so okay. So this is the only album by them I have never heard of before. I never heard this ever in any capacity, and this was much better than I thought. This is much better than I thought it was going to be, and it was fun. It was fun. I thought the variety of songs they covered were great, and they did a lot of these songs real justice by putting their own spin on them, but then also doing it like the original artist did. I agree. None of these are like great. None of these are reinventing the wheel of cover songs. But this was like besides like Appetite and some live stuff here and there, this is the only time that I thought that they sounded like they were having a little bit of fun. And I don't know, it was a
Okay,
cool
fair,
output.
fair.
And like you said, the spaghetti incident, referring to the Steven Adler, referring to his drugs as spaghetti. And then when Adler was suing Guns N' Roses, his lawyer asked the band to explain the spaghetti incident, like in court. And they named their fucking album after that, which is kind of douchey, but also really funny.
Yeah. Yeah,
And-
it is
and
kind of douchey.
The fact that they put in quotation marks is just so goddamn funny.
With
like the band-
with the question mark. I can't get over the question
With the
mark.
question mark, too. Please explain the spaghetti incident.
The spaghetti
Land
incident?
of the free?
The spaghetti incident?
But the band chose other
so
bands
dumb.
that they wanted to give more recognition to and
Yeah,
like pay homage to because that's who they were influenced by. I think that's cool. And like also knowing that they're going to have to hook them up with royalties anyway, and that's why another artist was kind of like axed from that list because they don't want to give any fucking money. And that's cool. I like that. I like
Who was that other artist?
we'll talk about it later when we get into fucking what's the song that they ripped
Appetite?
off?
Oh.
I don't know, one of those
they,
songs.
they ripped off a
think-
couple things, but that's fine.
I don't know. It was some fucking artist I never heard of. I only heard of this person because he said they ripped him off.
Oh, I know what you're talking about now. Yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
But I don't know. This was fine. I like this. I thought it was fun. I have no real bangers from this, but I have no stinkers. I think everything here was this was a good listen. I enjoyed my listen. There was no moment on this album that I thought I don't want to listen to this anymore. It was good. It was a good listen. I don't know if I put it like, I think I'm at like a 1.5, maybe 1.75 on our scale. But
Damn. No, that's where it belongs. 1.5 is fair. That's fair.
yeah, I think I probably put it at 1.5. Everything else I
Alright.
put below 1.
All right. Here we go. My number two. My number 2 is Chinese Democracy.
Yeah, I know. There's no way.
Like you, I listened to this when it came out. I didn't care at all about it. I mean, I always thought it was cool that Josh Freese was a part of it, Brain was a part of it, Buckethead was a part of it. But even with that, like I couldn't get behind it. So going in this week, I went in with very low expectations, and honestly, I kind of dug this record. It was kind of cool. There were some shit parts of it, but it's Guns N' Roses. What do you expect? Most of their stuff is shit. But there's some fucking solid stuff. Like some of the more metal songs. I mean, it's straight up Buckethead. I mean, just the different guitar effects is straight up Buckethead. I don't really agree with you on the Slash thing. Maybe a few parts here and there are them trying to mimic Slash, but I hear way more metal because Slash is not a metal player. He's straight up blues rock. He's blues rock with like more distortion on his guitar. Like he's barely even hard rock.
Come on. No. Come on.
There is I think
He can rock.
honestly, I think some of the more aggressive. I mean, we'll talk about it more on the main pod, but I think some of the more aggressive, faster parts on Appetite are more Izzy than Slash. I really, really believe it, because if you listen to that one, I'm not even gonna get into it right now. But I really actually kind of dug Chinese Democracy. There's some fucking solid stuff. My favorite song is Shackler's Revenge, the second song. Dude, that is like a really cool mashup of Guns N' Roses and Buckethead. Like, it's a great mix of both of those things. I think the title track, I think it's an awesome song too. And fun fact, Josh Freese does have a writing credit on the title track. So
at some point in the history of the forming of this album and that song, yes.
Well, he was a full member of Guns N' Roses for like 5 years. Like, he was an official member.
There was like a 20-year period of writing this album that he eventually left, and they had to rewrite his parts, but then played the same way that he played it anyway.
Yeah, they played it note. Brain had to play it note for note. It's like
stupid.
Dude, you had two amazing drummers in Josh Freese and Brain, and you just make Brain copy exactly what Josh Freese played. That's just silly. It's so disrespectful. So disrespectful.
To both of them, I know. It's awful.
But I don't know. I thought this album was killer, but yeah, like you said, there's some trash songs, especially toward the end of the record, but I'd say the first half is pretty solid stuff. And I would get this on vinyl if it was like $10, maybe 12.
You know, it's not ever going to happen.
$12 on a good day. $10 otherwise. But yeah, I don't know. I was pleasantly surprised this week. I kind of really dug it. I almost listened to it twice actually, but then I realized that's stupid. That is stupid. I'm glad you realized that before you wasted 2 hours of your life. All right, so yeah, obviously our number one is Appetite for Destruction. So stay tuned for the main episode, because we're going to get into that. We're going to dive deep into that stupid fucking record. So thank you all for listening. You know the drill. Give us 5 stars, and only give us 5 stars. So that's it. That's all. Just Reese.